this start the fact. Style of your song, but one line kinda funky. You say you are the UK dancehall, but your explanation is needed, so please keep it from clear. Me have about 16 bars for conky. The line sounds sick, but the character no fit. Please compare yourself to a different artist.
Amen. He conquered. So,
you know, these dub plates. These are very, very special dub plates. You know, people don't understand. You take songs you made, other songs, you spit dub plates. You know, Khaled told me you always knew a clash was going down and you wait for the last hour, the minute before to give them the dub plates, to have the freshest dub plates. So when they go sound clash, everybody busts their Bounty Killer sound dub plate in the sound clash. What's that like? You know, Fully Loaded is here. The party's here. Every DJ in town looking for a dub plate. They all looking for Bounty Killer. What's that like? What you thinking about getting ready for that party, that clash there when you make them dubs?
oh, well, normally I'm a dub killer. I was doing dub long before I break. That's what really gave me my first attention in the studio, by doing dub plates. I got discovered on a dub plate first. My first little attention I got was a song named Them a talk about dub for dub till them go dub them mama. Cause some boy look up. Dub man say go dub your mother. But dub for dub boy, tune for tune. Is here, so I'm always a dub killer. So when I came out as the Bounty Killer, now people dead and all them stuff, every soundman started to come for a Bounty Killer. So when it come out to SoundCloud, everybody always wanted their Bounty Killer. And
You know, let me tell you something. Bounty, let me tell you, Khaled's so crazy. He come back from Jamaica coming in my house. People are dead. And I be like, yo, what the fuck you talking about? Bounty Killer, Bounty Killer. You're one of the first Jamaican artists to embrace hip hop with the Fugees, with Mobb Deep. What? Explain your love for hip hop music, Bounty Killer.
Well, my love for hip hop, it came from NWA, Eazy-E. Those are the first people I started.
We call this a Jopra moment, Bounty Killer. When you say something nobody ever heard, that's a Jopra moment. Jopra Winfrey. Your first love for hip hop come NWA, Eazy-E.
Yeah, Eazy-E was the first one I really got caught up with, and then came Snoop Dogg. Then it was Snoop Dogg and Tupac. And then I started listening to KRS-One. KRS-One, Tupac, Snoop, and KRS-One, and WNA, and then Big Small came, the Jamaican background guy. When Biggie Small came, it was all over. I'm a total rap fan. So the Snoop Dogg, the Biggie Small, and the Eazy-E, and the Slick Rick, and the KRS-One, those are the ones who got me hooked and rap. And then I saw Super Cat and Shabba Rankin together with the guys, and I said, what? I like that idea. So when I got the break and I came to New York, it was my partner named Johnny Wonder now. He's a white guy who grew up in Brooklyn. So he know the whole fusion of the hip-hop and everything. And he said it was a good idea for us using that hip-hop, that reggae stuff. And from there, I started out with the Fugees and the Busta Rhymes and the Jaru, the Damager, and the Mobb Deep, and I never stopped.
Let me tell you something, Bounty Killer. You have a timeless style, a forever flow. You're the only guy, well, one of the only guys who have hit records and stay relevant era after era after era after era after era. What is the secret to this? Why you stick around and you on top of the game like you was in the 90s now?
Well, I don't know exactly what I did to cause that, because I don't do nothing specifically to keep relevant. What I would say I do to keep relevant is be real, be realistic. I don't say fictionary, stupid things. I like to say things that we live, not just what me live, or what we live. So the reality of we living these things keeps it alive. It's just like when I said, look into my eyes, tell me what you see, can you feel my pain? Am I your enemy? You got someone out there saying, that's not my statement alone. That's a general statement. So
you know, Bounty Killer, sometimes the guys in the picture with us are the enemies.
Yeah.
And over time, you see them fade to black because these guys, the enemy, is like with the enemy within. You say that, right? The other day, I'm looking on Instagram, and I know Khaled gonna kill me, but I see your old friend Tony Montaran talking crazy. I mean, your Bounty Killer, man. Everybody know the warlock. What's wrong with this guy, Tony? This one of these guys, huh?
I gave him all the tools he needs to man over the world. And I don't know what's up. He's just not doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing that thing. But he's okay. But I was the one who introduced him to the world. Everybody knows that Tony Mataran got his whole break from Bounty Killer collaboration. Because he had talent. But I was the one who gave him the equipment and the tools to further his talent. And I don't know what he's having problem with.
This is crazy. This social media and hip hop too. Sometimes you see guys you always respect and they acting crazy on social media. You say to yourself, "Damn, what's wrong with these guys?" Like, I mean, all the time. And you know, somebody we respect. You know, when you at a sound clash, you at a party. What is the dub besides a Bounty Killer dub? What is the dub that you heard? What is the dub besides a Bounty Killer dub? What is the dub that you heard?
Plates. It is really classics. Because we have a problem now. The younger generation, they can't do dub plates the real way. Because dub plate has to do with the feelings and emotion, and it has to do with a crazy vibe. Because a dub plate is not a song. The first line has to be effective. You can't sing a dub plate 6-8 bars before the effect comes. As you say the first word, sound a go dead. Yeah, it's supposed to be very effective like a bullet. And this young generation, they don't do dub plates good. They see the dub like they're doing the sound guy a favor. Like, yeah, I don't even want to open my mouth. So when the dub play, don't bring no energy to the crowd. So most of the dubs that would move me today would be some classic dubs from a Buju Banton, a Capleton, a Mad Cobra, or a Tabo Rankin, or a Super Cat. Those type of dub, some Off Pint, some Reed Asburn. Those are the type of songs that would really get
you know, me over here, me hearing stories about Wyclef Jean playing Michael Jackson dub plates.
Yeah.
I mean, who's the craziest? So you like of course, the Bonton. You know, that's my family. That's my brother. You know, Buja. You know,
no, when you play a Michael Jackson, that's a bragging rights. That's not really a killing song. Michael Jackson ain't gonna talk about Killer Boy. Michael Jackson's gonna sing about love. So it's a bragging rights. I can play a Michael Jackson and dub, but a Michael Jackson and dub can't kill no sound. Think about it.
He ain't gonna kill no sound.
Nah, it's gonna make you look like, yeah, you're on another level because you got these big hakuna you're playing, but what he's saying is not effective to kill a sound. You couldn't play Michael Jackson and kill Khalid. No. He's gonna kill you with a Bounty or a Capleton.
And what was it Bounty Killer about Khaled? Him go to Jamaica, he get his start in Jamaica. Why you say, I'm gonna give this kid a chance. I'm gonna do some dub plates for him. What did you see in DJ Khaled early that you show him the love you showed?
Well, the vibe, Khalid has a special vibe. Khalid has a special aura. He's captivating. He's infectious. Khalid takes you over spiritually. He had that spiritual vibes. And then now, it's the first I met a Arab selector back in the days when we just hear about Taliban and all these crazy Arab people. We never know that there was an Arab who played dancehall music. I've never met Arab before. So when I met Khalid as an Arab who played dancehall music, it was impressive for me. And then he used to play on the radio. He was a disc jockey also. So the fact that he's a disc jockey, he's more than just a selector in the club. And we need people on the radio. And then he's an Arab who loved dancehall and he loved Jamaican culture. He's different from the normal, typical Arab guy.
You know, Bounty Killer, I have same phone for 20 years. I got him down as the Arab. His number is the Arab.
Yeah, so Khalid was a different person, man. And then now I find out that he's into sound clash. I realized he came to Jamaica to clash. So I never know his clashing skill. I know that he's a good disc jockey and he plays. But when he came to Jamaica and he said he was going into the clash, I was like, yo, this is serious, but it's the right place for you to go and make your mark in Jamaica. So I gave him a few dubs and he went to the clash and he never won the clash, but he stands out. And that was all he needed to do. Just stand out more than all the others. And he did that about 1999. And from there, Jamaica people wanted more Khalid. And they like the Arab guy.
You know, I see a lot of people take from the Jamaican culture. They make rhythms and songs and hits, but don't come back and embrace Jamaica the right way.
True.
How do you feel about this when you see people? Because everybody, nowadays, you know, everybody from everywhere got the Jamaican vibe, the Jamaican melody, the Jamaican, but not Jamaican, and don't really go back to Jamaica, embrace Jamaica like them supposed to. What you say about this thing, Warlord?
No, that's a serious problem we've been having over the years. That's why a lot of people like to call people culture vulture, as they are culture vultures. But we have people who show the love and the respect all the time. And it's not just people who get the benefit from Jamaica. People like you, Joey Crab. You never try to collaborate on a big song, that's why you like it. You just love the culture from a youth growing up in New York.
That's right.
And we embrace that. So Khalid was one of those persons. Khalid never used to think that, oh, Jamaica was going to make him big. And then Khalid got his break and all right. I never even know Khalid was a producer. So as I told you, I started to power with Khalid, 98, 99, and I'm making the album 2002. That's when he did the intro for the album, the Ghetto Dictionary album. So he said he wanted to produce the track. So I never know he was a producer at the time, but I know that he's into music and he's good at crazy ideas and innovative thoughts. So I said, all right, let me hear the beat. If the beat is on fleek, we good. Because you, my people, I don't care if you are a professional producer. You want to produce, we going to produce. So he gave me the beat, and the beat was one whole throwback bad man beat. So I did a song with him. Test me if you can now, baby. Why you go there? Come me gun them no lazy. I am warlord, so go and tell war lady. If we come up in me gun them and not lady. So that song was produced by Khalid on the album, and he did the intro. And from this, the relationship started to bloom, and then I started to come to Miami, and me and Khalid are pals. And from there, so we become family.
You know, every time I speak with Khaled about you, he tell me, Warlord pull up in the newest vehicle, truck, Benz, Lexus, the man love luxury, Fendi on. Yeah. What is it about that? How hard is it to get a car? What was the hardest car for you to import to Jamaica? Is it hard to get like one of those cars?
Well, the first car I imported to Jamaica was an Acura TL. That was 1996. It wasn't that hard because, tell you what, only when the cars are like over 3,000 cc, it causes a certain amount of duty. When the car is like 3.0 or under 3 liter, The duty is okay. It's normal duty. So they're gonna bring in a big car like a Bentley or a Rolls Royce or those type. So that's the only car I import at that time. And then in the 2000s, I import Range Rover. And what else I import? I buy all my vehicles in Jamaica now because I have to buy them 3 times.
You buy it over here, you got to pay for it 3 times.
I could buy it over there, you got to pay the government 3 times in Jamaica. Buy it in Jamaica.
I understand. Vibes Cartel, God bless Vibes Cartel. You introduce him to the world.
Yes.
Is there any hope of him getting out soon?
Well, he's still having an appeal. The appeal is still going on. He's getting an appeal from a higher court overseas. So they are still in the whole process of appealing.
Okay, so he still got a shot.
But I know the system in Jamaica doesn't want to let out Vibes Cartel. So despite discrepancy in his case or questionable things, they deliberately wanted to lock up. 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 Questionable things, they deliberately wanted to lock up.
And them on this start the fact. Style of your song, but one line kinda funky. You say you are the UK dancehall, but your explanation is needed, so please give it promptly. Or me have about 16 bars for conky. The line sounds sick, but the character no fit. Please compare yourself to a different artist. Man, glad say you bust youth and all that shit, but you a claim accurate and you're sounding. Look how much artists say warning, you never bust one. Artists with this, your killer clash none. And now you are the UK ground god general, Mr. Cross. Angry, miserable man, we must call young Gaza. This year the Gaza stay them baby Shamkaleda Ayara. I could have mentioned like countless other hungry person, him the boss a baby man, baby mother. Abagachat, abagachat, abagachat. Abagachat, abagachat, abagachat. Abagachat, 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 abagachat. And them on this start the fast. Abagachat, abagachat, abagachat. Abagachat, abagachat, abagachat. Abagachat, 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 abagachat. And them on this start the fast. You're confused when you say bun. This is Teflon, and I run bang up confront it. Killer war, gal, the music, my heart thumping. Yo, me have to call you the monkey. You are the top artist for England, yes, and nobody can take that from. But you need to have a lyrical clash with a man and one before making such a comparison.